If we talk about Shah Rukh Khan, the chain smoker, and when we say Narendra Modi Ji, I would not say that they are aligned with the body. You just cannot fool the body because your gut will not be silent for long. So there is a vagus nerve which goes from your gut to your brain.
Is there any direct connection between sleeping disorder and your gut health?
Deep sleep is the time when your gut is getting repaired, your microbiome, your flora is getting recalibrated. As you talk about Ram, Krishna, उन्होंने sleep को ना बहुत importance दिया. So that is why we say listen to your gut.
Meet Dr. Preeti Seth, a leading wellness expert and founder of Pachouli. She's helped thousands heal not by chasing trends, but by teaching them to listen to their gut, the body's most powerful guide.
What are the early signs that we can pick up as an individual that my gut is now dysfunctioning?
After sleeping even for 7 to 8 hours, you will feel tired, fatigued, unnecessarily. You're getting up in the morning, bloated, sluggish, puffed eyes, and you're snapping at people.
Body is considered as a temple. What is it that we are doing is considered as a sin?
Scrolling phone during eating is the sin.
Any specific reason why India is considered to be the diabetes capital of the world? So Dr. Preeti, thank you so much for being here and accepting our invitation to be our guest.
Thank you. I'm overwhelmed to be here, and it's the great opportunity to come onto your podcast. And it's so lovely that you created this space for wellness and gut health today.
Yes. And this podcast is extremely important for me as well, because I've been dealing with gut health for quite some time. And in the last 3 months, at least, I have spoken to a few of my friends who said 10 things that they've been doing to take care of their health.
Okay.
Let's start from very basics. What's that one thing that people completely misunderstand about health that you wish that they understood?
Okay. So, beautiful question. So, the first thing and the most important thing, people look for health outside, wherein it lies inside. They see health as taking pills, supplements, or some fancy treatments. But it is not that. The health is within you. You have to be aligned with your body, your mind, and your gut. And that's how you can take care of your health, which is very, very important.
Yeah. You know, when you talk about gut, somewhere I'm totally confused. Some people say gut is here. And then people also don't listen to your gut. What is your gut telling you?
Nice.
So is it a feeling? Is it a physical organ?
So gut, you say gut is here. Okay. So there is a vagus nerve which goes from your gut to your brain. So that is why we say listen to your gut. And gut is the essential organ of your body, which is basically people confused that it's the place only for digestion or for bloating, or they see it like they just talk about leaky gut, or maybe they are feeling the food is not digested well, or they are feeling gastric,
or the sleep disorder that people
or the sleep
talk about.
disorder. So gut basically is something which is aligned with your mind, and gut is something that has a hotline with the mind. So when we say, in women especially, the gut works like an antenna. What you feel when you see something not going as per you, you really feel there is a tightness in the gut.
Yeah.
When you feel that there is butterflies in the gut. So this is when your gut is sensitive, when your gut is clear, then you feel all these symptoms.
Yeah.
And you realize that what's wrong, what's right. And gut, you asked me what it is. Gut is the second brain. And, gut is something that it tells you everything about your life, about your past experiences, because this is the memory house, storehouse. And it tells you when you stand in front of the mirror, it tells you the truth more than the mirror would tell you. Because this is something that your gut stores within itself. So gut is everything in the body.
I just
and that's
love
the
it
main
when you
thing.
say it's the mirror house of an individual. It's a memory house of an individual. It's an antenna, as you mentioned. It's the second brain, as you mentioned. Have you experienced a moment when your gut gave you a message before your mind could even process?
Many times, Gaurav, many times. And I always listen to my gut. The moment there are many times when I have not even spoken to the person, but the moment I'll see the person, my gut would tell me that right moment, wrong moment, should go ahead, not should go ahead. And I would just narrate an incident. I used to love a girl. She was working with us at Pachouli only. And I treated her like my daughter. So one day, she told me something which my brain was listening. But the moment she told me, I fainted. And you won't believe I had loosies. I had stomachache. And then that was the very moment when I studied about gut a lot, that what had happened to me. I was so normal. I ate well. I slept well. But she was talking and I just fainted. I was to be taken to the doctor. So they took me to the doctor. Doctor said, everything is fine. What had happened to you? So that was the gut, that my gut is so sensitive towards, everything, as in, it would tell me negative, it would tell me vibes, it would tell me positivity, it would tell me everything. So your gut is something that is connected to your brain so well. And for that, you need a lot of practice.
To activate that.
It cannot be numbed, with overeating, with overwhelmingly eating. And you have to listen to your gut to be silent. You have to reset your mind to be silent and to listen to the gut.
Yeah. You use the word, we cannot numb that. What I heard is that could be a possibility that it might start to dysfunction.
Of course.
And for that, we should not overeat. What are the early signs that we can pick up as an individual that my gut is now dysfunctioning? Or it's stepping into a space where it could be numb?
So the first and foremost thing is that after sleeping even for 7 to 8 hours, you will feel tired, fatigued, unnecessarily. You're getting up in the morning, bloated, sluggish, puffed eyes. You're eating, but you're not digesting it well. You're turning, tossing at night, and you're not digesting food, and you're snapping at people. So that these are the early signs that your gut is screaming that help me out.
Can you give me ways that could assist an individual to take care of the health? One, how does a healthy gut look like?
So healthy gut would look like at ease, calm. Healthy gut would look like that you are what you're eating. So when you're eating, what do you feel after an hour or 3 hours? Do you feel sharp? You feel lazy? You have to see that. A healthy gut would absorb all the nutrients. Your skin will speak, your hair will speak, your mental clarity will be there. You will be aligned with your thoughts. You'll be happy while doing anything. That's the sign of healthy gut. And, whatever you're doing, you will not be troubled with it. And most important, that you will not be foggy. You'll be very clear in your thoughts and what you're doing. Okay. So that is the sign of healthy gut. Okay. Just don't confuse gut's function with only digestion. Yeah. That iska kaam sirf digest karna hai and rest is okay. No, rest is not okay. खाली डाइजेशन नहीं है. इसका काम है आपको कनेक्ट करना बॉडी से. इसका काम है आपको आपके ब्रेन से कनेक्ट करना.
So help me understand, Dr. Preeti. On one hand, we spoke about the early signs of a dysfunctional gut. You also spoke about how does a healthy gut look like. We spoke about the impact it might have on your sleep, on your health, on your skin, on the texture of your skin or the quality of your hair, and you also spoke about digestion. Does it tell you anything more about your emotions? When you said especially that you'll start snap out,
Yeah.
you'll start to snap out people, right? What is that connection?
Beautifully asked, Gaurav. Emotions. So 90% of happy hormone, which we keep talking about, serotonin, is made in gut. And there is a vagus nerve, I told you.
Yeah.
The tone of that nerve has to be always agile, always active. The moment your gut is not aligned, gut is upset, your mind will be also upset. You see, people, they are introvert. They are always depressed. They are not happy. They will always curse themselves for something or the other. The problem is not here. The problem is in the gut. Because they are not taking care of it. They are not listening the alarms and signals the gut is giving. So emotions, mental clarity is directly related to the gut because of that nerve, that axis,
The vagus
that
nerve.
hotline. Yes. That's very important.
So every time when life is telling me something, be it a breakdown in my emotional life or be it a breakdown of any kind when it comes to my physical health, life is telling me something, it's whispering something that I need to take care of my gut, right?
Yes, we just start popping up medicines to numb the gut. We silent it by not taking action. But that time, when you are bloating, the gut is just whispering. But when you are burning out, gut is screaming. You need to really, really take care of it. So when the gut start to scream, then you have all the medical issues. You will be depressed, you'll be stressed, you'll not be a performer, you'll be always guilty, but you would not understand where it's coming from.
Yeah.
So you have to just stop where you are.
And when you said when the gut starts to burn,
Yeah.
what does that mean?
You will
Is
not,
it the burning sensation within?
No, when I say burnout meaning everything. Burnout meaning you will have acne, you will have medical issues,
Feeling lazy,
feeling
sluggish.
lazy. You will feel in yourself that there is so much of toxicity around you. But guys, it's not toxicity around you, it's in you. So that's what it is.
So when you convey this message, do people understand?
So when I counsel, I don't counsel them, what have you eaten today? I counsel them, how are you feeling today? Did you poop well? How was your bowel movement? Did you sleep well? What is one thing that is bothering you? Is there any stress or it is something that you are suppressing in yourself? I get to know. And people listen to that. And trust me, the moment we start treating that, and we have seen clearly, people, those have taken care of their gut health with us or they have started their journey, they are getting good results also.
I'm sure.
Or on the contrary, people who've just come and take sessions go, and then they would start blaming us that kuch nahi ho raha, Dr. Preeti. But there I come into the picture that, guys, it's there we are going wrong. You have to really listen to your gut.
Yeah. Now, if I look at my last 10 years, there was a time when I really struggled with my digestive health. I really struggled. Now, if I look at my life, it's much better when it comes to digestion. In the recent past, I've developed migraine, right? That's one. Now, this is what I've experienced, the 3 phases. Now, if I look at my eating habits, I eat clean. I don't smoke. I don't drink. Several times I've come across people who will say, Gaurav, you know what? I eat clean and work out. And yet, why am I still bloated, low energy, sluggish? I feel stuck. How would you address this?
We follow fancy, diets. We go by trends, those top 10 gut health trends. We overwork. We do not listen. So to heal the gut, you do not need to keep adding supplements or keep adding more routines to understand the gut and to feel that if person is following a good regime, going to gym, he's not giving the body right rest. You're not giving reset time to the body. Gaurav, it's very, very important to sleep because, biologically, let's talk about how you have 12 hours of day and 12 hours of night. When God has created, nature has created it like that, how can we temper it? What we are doing, we are reducing the time of sleep by thinking that, okay, I'll do gym in the morning and in the evening I'll do yoga. But we are not giving time for body to reset it and to get the command.
Yeah.
So that is why after eating well, and when somebody says eating well, I don't understand eating well.
Yeah.
He will say or she will say, I have eaten moringa. That's the superfood. But that doesn't mean that's suiting you. So it's about your own story. So take your body as its own story. Do not think that Gaurav is following a proper regime because someone else is also following the same regime.
If something is working for A, might not work for B.
Of course. And it's not universal, it's very personal. It clearly says that somebody's gut had a happy hormone more. His gut was having better digestive systems. His gut was more active, not sluggish. That is why that food was suiting him. And the other one had bad days or maybe childhood memories which was lying in the gut. Because as I said, gut absorbs everything and keeps it like a bank. You really, really need to take out everything, relax yourself, talk to somebody. And when we say have peace of mind, we always say, do clarity. If there is a fight, settle it. We don't say for brain, we say it for gut. So it is very, very clear that even if two people are eating same, the reaction wouldn't be same. Like curd, maybe for somebody like a microbiota or for flora, good. For somebody, it'll be giving bloating. Moringa, for somebody, it would be a superfood. But if somebody has parathyroid, subclinical parathyroid, his thyroid would be crushed. So you cannot see anybody else's plate that he is eating well. If I'll eat same, I'll get the same thing. Nothing like that.
And I love it when you said that for somebody, the person might be holding the child trauma in their gut. Reminds me of a book called The Body Keeps All the Score.
That's the book had changed my life. Truly, I thought that I am 30 mark nutritionist. But after reading that book, I always felt that food is and the nutrition is a ritual, it's a routine. But after reading the book, I felt that it's a resolution. Your body should solve all the problems before it goes to the brain. And I started thinking of
your food should solve all the...
Your
body should solve all the problems before it even hits the mind.
Yes, true. Your migraines, as we mentioned, your migraines are the messages that, hey, Preeti, Gaurav, you're doing wrong. Your bloatedness is telling you that that you're crossing the boundaries of your body. So from the nutritionist, I became the healer after reading this book, what you just said. I love that book. And we just started, following everything at Pachouli, and people started loving it.
Is there any connection between gut and the way one sees themselves? The identity one has wrapped up his mind around? Because you spoke about trauma, and I'm saying that there's a connection between trauma and self-worth and identity. So
definitely, as we mentioned that you said, is there any connection with the identity? Of course, there is a strong connection. We say that, your identity and your gut are the soulmates. So, if I am not feeling good within myself, how can I project? How can I treat people? And there is so much of connection, Gaurav, that if your gut is strong, gut is healthy, not inflamed, your brain will also not be inflamed. If there is an inflammation in the gut, your brain will also have the inflammation. Then it will come into your personality. You will not be at peace. You will not be present with somebody. The presence has to be there today. You will not understand people how they are saying because you will be in another frame. So it is very, very important that your gut and your brain and how you present yourself, your identity are all connected. We can't see gut inflammation. And there is no test to see that. Have you ever gone in for any test which says that bloated test or maybe gut inflammation test आजकल बहुत आ गए हैं. You have those good bugs and bug speak wherein you send your poop to them to test. There are many that what kind of bacteria is troubling you, what kind of diet you should have. But everybody is not, it is not for everyone. It is not, everyone does not even realize it that they have to get this done. And the real problem is their gut and they are not treating that.
You say that food is a medicine.
But when we say food is like to be taken as a medicine, it's true. If you are eating something which is non-seasonal, it's not a medicine.
It's not a medicine.
If you are overeating, it's not a medicine. If you're not taking care of, if it is summer and you're not eating some seasonal food, if you have IBS, if you have menopause, if you are chumming, if you have headache, if you're eating wrong, it will be wrong.
Yeah.
But, again, I would come back to the gut. Your gut would tell you, suppose you today you're tired, or suppose somebody is having loosies or upset stomach, they wouldn't like to have burger. They would simply say khichdi, kuch halka ghiya tori kuch bana do. Where it's coming from?
They're listening
The
to
excess. There is a very good connection between brain and the gut.
So beautiful. So
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah.
So पहले कहते थे ना in wellness that mind, body, soul has to be connected and alignment. Now we say mind, body, and gut has to be aligned. Yeah.
There's so much of advertisement that's happening around prebiotics, probiotics, postbiotics. Are they only good packaging or do they really work?
So first thing is that the probiotic is like a guest and prebiotic is like a host or a citizen. Postbiotic is like a seed and prebiotic is like a fertilizer. So it's not always adding something. When you talk about gut health, it's all about removing also something. So if you're adding probiotic, prebiotic, and you're not taking care of your, again, mental health, then it's not going to help you. It's just like spraying perfume in a dirty,
Without
messy
taking a bath.
room and without taking bath.
Yeah.
So you will still have smell. It'll be still messy. So first and foremost is you need to make sure that your gut has the natural fiber also. You can't replace that. And then yes, they are good. But there are natural probiotics and prebiotics, which one can always take it from their kitchen.
Yeah.
I would always prefer that rather than going for those trending kale detox and prebiotic things.
So well packaged.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's say if you were to give a recommendation on this meal that you should take that will allow you to take care of your gut, where would you begin and why?
Okay, so if I'll have to say that you have to love your gut and listen to your gut, and your gut would say, I love you, then the day would start from waking up the gut, which would be something like giving something warm to the gut, like jeera pani with cinnamon in it, or maybe सौंफ उसमें डालकर मैं सुबह अपना डे उससे शुरू करवाऊंगी, and I would suggest that. Second would be healthy, nice, high fiber food, which is something poha, vegetable poha or dalia, or then lunch. I would say, which is my favorite, khichdi with moong dal and red rice with A2 ghee in it, and with the jeera and hing ka tadka, which will take care of the hormonal health, and then side by fermented something like a chach or a lassi, or beetroot with kombucha, with kimchi salad, and then उस पे घी का तड़का again for with your seeds, sunflower seeds, and walnut. That would be my food which I would want for my gut. And lastly, in the evening, I would like to have something very light like makhana or some black chana chaat. And the dinner would be very, very light, early dinner, which would be either soup or some moong dal, and at night soothing the gut by giving the gut maybe again sauf ka pani, ya fir I made blue tea, which is gut healing tea, which has brahmi, which has ashwagandha. Yes, we spoke about. I would like to take that. But one thing very, very important, what your gut likes not the randomness. Your gut likes, a ritual, regularity. That is what your gut love. So have your meals at the same time. Do not skip it, because your gut is accustomed to have the meal at that time.
Yeah, I think that's really important.
Yes.
I'm just wondering, if you would have given me the same advice 15 years back, how I would have responded. And right now, what is it that a part of me is telling me? So let me just share that. The part which is telling me right now is, when are you calling me for lunch at your place? That's what right now a part of me is asking you, right? And 15 years back, Gaurav would have asked you, वो तो ठीक है, पर खाने में क्या खाना है?
Right, rightly said.
Yeah.
When somebody would come for lunch at our place and for dinner, they would already be mentally prepared कि कुछ तो ऐसा बनाएगी जो पहले इसकी gut को take care कर रहा होगा, then she'll come on to the taste.
Yeah.
But I would simply say one thing. When we are talking about too much about gut, please do not misunderstand me that curse your body, punish your body. Don't feel that you are sacrificing. You just need to understand, all I'm saying is what your gut is wanting to
Listen
have.
to your gut.
Listen to your gut. Even if your gut is saying that you have to take a burger, you want to have. It's not that you cannot. Enjoy every meal in balanced way.
But remember the word precision.
Precision.
Yeah.
Because if my mind is wanting to have something and I'm depriving it, then I'll be just keep thinking about it.
Yeah.
So don't sacrifice.
Yeah. Dr. Preeti, you spoke about sleep patterns. We spoke about migraine. Now, I think this is one of the most important pieces of this conversation for me, because I've been dealing with migraine. And I know of so many friends who have been dealing with migraine as well. Is there any direct connection between sleeping disorder and your gut health? Or
Of course. Actually, the problem is we keep treating the symptom, not the source. So that is why we don't get to know that why migraines are happening. It's not with you, it's me also. I'm a healer, still I'm healing myself for this one problem. So late nights have the straight impact on your migraine, because migraines are the messages that your body, your gut is not aligned. Your gut is screaming, to be honest, that, hello Preeti, you've overworked, or you've not taken care of something. Like in migraine, we all know, if you've not eaten on time, if you're not eating on time, you will have the trigger. These are the triggers. बहुत गर्मी में और बहुत ठंड में हो जाएगा. अगर आपको गैस्ट्रिक है तब हो जाएगा. अगर आप बहुत लेट सोए हो तब हो जाएगा. बहुत हीट, बहुत ठंड, टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस हो जाएगा. लाइट, साउंड. Okay. So the connection is that you have to make sure that you are eating early so that your undigested food is not lying there, which is creating toxins, which is giving you acidity. And at times you feel nauseated, not at times. In migraine, you feel nauseated. So that's one thing what I do. I would take a lot of water, warm, and try to take it out. So that whatever leftover undigested food is lying inside is just coming out. And sleep is very, very important. How would you sleep? So there is a very straight connection. How much time you've sat in the sunlight in the morning? Because sunlight has a clear-cut connection with melatonin secretion. If you're not secreting melatonin, of course you'll not have deep sleep. And when you will not have deep sleep, because deep sleep is the time when your gut is getting repaired, your microbiome, your flora is getting recalibrated, your parasympathetic nervous system, which is basically for rest and digest, is getting power and activated. If all these things are not happening, which happens during sleep, you will have migraine. And sleep and your gut health and digestion they are again the soulmates. It's the cruelest love that they have with each other. You cannot expect good health, good digestion if you're not sleeping properly. So sleep is something, you asked me a question earlier also that I go for walk, gym, eat well. If you are not giving time for your body to reset and to realign,
I think that's where I've faltered.
Yes. So you will not be able to get out of this problem.
Yeah. Can we look at the sleeping pattern through two different lenses? One is people talk about sleep readiness. What is it that I should be doing before I hit the bed?
Very nice
then
question.
How should I sleep? So
Yeah.
if you can just look at these two things.
Yes, very nice question. You have to, like when we get up in the morning, we prepare, we pray, and then we do little stretching, and then we
So what's
kind
the
of
preparation
do.
for sleeping?
So sleeping also, your bed has to be, your mattresses have to be very, very good quality. And if you have to be prepared, start preparation 3 hours prior, meaning you have to rest, take light work in the evening, and 3 hours prior to the bed, your all meal and every drama has to be completed. And an hour prior, your blue rectangular screen has to be out. Most important. And your notification should be shut, closed. You should just be sipping nice gut healing tea. Put magnesium, oil in your. Now people have started taking magnesium glucinate tablets, which I feel you can get good magnesium from the food, and you can have you can dip your feet in hot water and then just sleep. Now, when we say that the pattern, at times we sleep on left side or right side. So, it depends how are you feeling. Don't take that heavy pillow under your neck, because your neck has to have a good alignment. Keep as many pillows as you want. You need pillow here also, because that will take care of your posture while sleeping. Then keep that. If you feel that you need to elevate your legs while sleeping, do that. Your proper bed needs to be made. Because, एक होती है लक्ष्मी देवी. We all welcome that. उन्हीं की बहन होती है निंद्रा देवी. आपको पता है, आप मंदिर जाते होगे या गुरुद्वारा, या हम गुरुजी के यहाँ जाते हैं, उनकी जो शैया होती है इतनी ब्यूटीफुल सी होती है. उसमें फ्लावर्स होते हैं, इत्र होता है, सब कुछ होता है. थिंक ऑफ दैट दे आर गिविंग सो मच ऑफ इम्पोर्टेंस. माता रानी को सुलाने के लिए भजन गाए जाते हैं. सो लिसन टू अ नाइस म्यूजिक, व्हाट टेक्स यू टू द डीप स्लीप, because this is This is the main task you are going to do to retune your body, to reset your all mind, to reset your complete body for the next day and for the life. So don't compromise on your sleeping pattern and routine.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? There are theories, they say that 7 to 8 hours of sleep is considered to be good sleep.
You know, it varies person to person.
Yeah.
It definitely varies person to person that, okay, I always say that good 7 to 8 hours, but it's not compulsion. If you feel fresh in 6 hours, that's good for you. Again, I would say one size will not fit to all. But yes, after food, after lunch, take a nap, which is a beauty nap, so that your digestion is in process and you're not sleepy and sitting like this in front of people. So you can take a beauty nap that helps. And then sleeping at night at right time is important. So that
And what
your
is that time?
So I think it has to be 10 o'clock because biological clock says that you have to get up in the morning 5 o'clock. पहले तो यार मुर्गा बांग दे देता था. अभी आप even अलार्म लगाने के बाद भी नहीं उठते हो. So it's not how early you can get up, it's how early you can sleep. So that's very, very important.
You know, but then if you look at one of the beliefs that people have is less they sleep, better it is. That's the only way to hustle. That's the only way to work hard. That's the only way to sleep. How to diffuse this myth or an assumption people carry in their hearts?
Less sleep would lead to a lot of hustle. So, see, if you are getting up in the morning 5 o'clock, you can do, I think, work with better concentration. You can perform better. You can plan your day. You can plan your things. I think you'll perform better rather than doing work late night. So if you will, so what happens in the early morning? Less, I would say hustle.
Less distraction.
Less distraction, and
Less noise.
less noise and more connection with the God. Because there is straight you, your soul, your gut, and you're talking to your own self. And I think you will concentrate better and you will perform better. So I don't buy this point that to have lot of hustle, you have to sleep less. You should not compromise on sleep for sure. Because that's the one thing, that's the biggest medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say that Mr. Narendra Modi, our Honorable Prime Minister, he sleeps for 4 to 5 hours. If I look at all these names, be it Shah Rukh Khan,
Yes.
says he sleeps for 3 to 4 hours. Amitabh Bachchan ji, he sleeps for 3 to 4 hours. What is it that we don't know and they know through which they've been able to work on their sleep and yet work at the effectiveness that they work at?
They plan their things very well. I would keep saying that, we go into micromanagement. They go into macro management. They know exactly how their body is talking. I do not know because apparently I have not met Mr. Modi and Shah Rukh Khan and so-called Amitabh Bachchan. But if I'll get the chance, I will definitely be asking them that how those 4 things are happening with them. Their mood, always good, we see.
Yeah.
We see them on camera.
Yeah.
You've not seen them personally. If I know about Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, he lived with 25% of liver. I don't know how far it is truth.
Yeah.
And if we talk about Shah Rukh Khan, I think we know that he smokes a lot.
He's a chain smoker.
He's a chain smoker. And when we say Narendra Modi Ji, they are very passionate. So they are maybe overlooking it right now. I would say, as a nutritionist and a wellness expert, they are not made up of some other body. They are not made of some other genes. I would not say that they are aligned with the body. They are just doing it because right now
It's
they are in
working out for
power
them.
and it's working for them. But I would not say this to be compromised. By all means, you talk about Ram, Krishna, you talk about every god, goddess. उन्होंने sleep को ना बहुत importance दिया. So
Yeah, yoga nidra is considered
yoga
to be.
nidra. So ये बहुत important है. So again I would say गौरव, शाहरुख खान क्या कर रहे हैं, नरेंद्र मोदी जी क्या कर रहे हैं, अमिताभ बच्चन क्या कर रहे हैं, हम वो नहीं कर रहे हैं. Maybe the day we will reach there, we will also be doing like that.
Yeah.
But right now, what we have to save that. And we are not seeing them personally.
Yeah.
How much do you know about them personally? They may be feeling they may be having sleepless nights. They may be stressed. But who's telling you that? You're not living with them. So I meet guests. They are to the tune of Shah Rukh Khan. I cannot name. And I have been treating many celebrities I cannot name, but they also sleep less, but they are in a bad shape.
And when you're saying bad shape, what does that mean?
They have all the medical problems. They have so many medical problems that they pop in, these sleep medicines every now and then. They are on antidepressants. They always have anxiety. They have all the time anxiety issues. So don't go on screen and go on reality of life.
Yeah. In between, while you were talking about the getting prepared for the sleep and then you sleep, right? You spoke about a couple of pointers that the mattress should be of good quality, make sure that the pillow is of certain quality, make sure that all the basic hygiene is taken care of, preparation required 3 hours in advance. Now, people also talk about the temperature. People talk about the quality of the hum sound in the room or no sound in the room. What, according to you, is the truth?
Of course, temperature matters a lot. You cannot
What
have...
is the ideal temperature there?
Again, it depends body to
person
body.
to person.
It is... So everything is personal. So for me, the temperature is 22, 23. For Rajiv, it is 18, 20. So it's basically depends on the adipose tissues, adipose cells you have. The more fat you are, you will need lesser temperature. If you have a skeletal body and if you are bony and you have muscles but not fat, then you will like another temperature. So it is person to person. But yes, you cannot sleep in very hot weather and you have to have a calm weather, which is good for you and your body. When you feel that this is the temperature, because at times what happens is, at times we switch off the AC or we'll switch off the fan. So that's keep going on. Abhi ठंड लग रही है, अभी गर्मी लग रही है. So you have to create the right temperature, and once or twice you will just modulate it, and then your body will adapt that. Yeah.
And what would you recommend to our listeners? Should they go for magnesium, as you spoke about, or melatonin?
I would say that 15 minutes of sunlight is very, very important. That will create enough melatonin, and have magnesium-rich food like आप dry fruits खाओ, which is very, very good. And soak your feet in hot water. You will go into good sleep. And stay away from your phones for good 1 hour. And try to speak to your partner. You will fall into sleep. Rather than watching TV or Netflix, binging, better to read a book. You will fall asleep.
Yeah.
पहले कहते थे ना, जब हम छोटे होते थे कि सोशियोलॉजी नहीं पढ़नी, नींद आ जाती है. पढ़ लो या read now.
Now this is the time.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, Dr. Preeti, I have had issues with sleep. There are times when I would sleep for 3 hours or 4 hours, and in the early morning I'll take a flight and move on. If you ask me today, Gaurav, do you take 7 hours, 8 hours of sleep? My answer is no. But deep down, if I look at, I say that if I'm taking care of myself, if I'm sleeping too much, I'm losing out so much in my life. So the day I sleep a lot, I get into that guilt trip. Let's say if I come to you, what would be your piece of advice to me?
First of all, this self-worthlessness, you have to stop. Wellness is not torturing or punishing yourself. I get to meet so many people, they are in guilty. आज मैंने योगा नहीं किया, आज मैं सोई नहीं, आज मैंने एक केक का पीस खा लिया, या आज मैंने ठीक से योगा नहीं किया, या मैंने पूरा दिन पानी नहीं पिया. So come out from that guilt. You have to listen to your body. You have to know that what your body is telling you. You mentioned that you have migraine.
Yeah.
That is one signal. If you are not feeling deep, if you don't feel hungry and still eating, that's bad. So when people come to me, I just ask these 4 things only: that how's the energy? How's the mood? How was the sleep? How you poop?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's something that goes. If all is aligned, then you are on the right path. That may be your body's composition and constitution.
Yeah. You know, while you were walking on this path of getting your PhD in gut health, making sure that you understand food patterns really well, you understand sleep patterns really well, you understand nutrition really well, what was that one belief that you had to unlearn and you found it extremely difficult?
So I had to unlearn the most important thing, that wellness is not correction or control, it's connection. So what I unlearned is that the body is not machine. It's you have to love it.
Yeah.
You have to empower it. You don't have to command all the time. You have to listen to it. So from you can't have, I used to feel guilty that मैंने carbohydrates ज़्यादा खा लिया, I did not had protein today, and today I did not have salad. But after de-learning it, unlearning it, I am at peace. I feel that, what I eat is my body wants that.
Yeah.
If I want to sleep, my gut is saying that. If I don't want to meet this person, I'm aligned with my axis.
Yeah.
My hotline is giving me signal. So in this journey, this is what I learned.
Yeah. There are people who learn this very early in their lives. And there are people like me who'll wait and the life is going to scream in my ears. A friend of mine, his name is Saurabh Huda. Every time when I would go to him, I said, let's do some work. He would say, dost, ye chai ka time ho gaya. This I cannot compromise. Okay. I'll go to him during the lunch time. We'll have lunch together. And after lunch, he'll say, Gaurav, ye abhi a quick short nap lene ka time ho gaya. Let's not compromise that. And I remember, for as long as I've known him, of course, he runs a couple of companies now. He's in Canada. He never compromised on his afternoon sleep yet.
Which is
never.
I mentioned, yeah.
He would sleep in time. He would wake up in time. He would wake up on time. He would go out for his run. And
that's his routine.
yeah.
But wellness is not all about routine. It's about ritual. It's about, I said, resolution.
Yeah.
Wherein you are resolving your things, thoughts before it's entering into your brain.
Yeah.
So simple that you need to know your body very well.
Yeah.
And I spoke about nap. In 2010 or 2011, I come across a gentleman, Mr. Amrit Lal. And, he changed my thought process a lot. He asked me a question that, Preeti, tell me, you ever thought of this empire coming into your life? Were you doing affirmations? Were you doing manifestations? So somehow, that very day, I couldn't reply to him. He was the one who told me that how he must be 80 plus now. And Gaurav, if you will see him, he is hale and hearty more than you and me.
At an age of 80 plus.
Yes. He does not have dementia. He does not have sleepless nights. He's at peace with himself, and he follows a proper regime which his gut tells him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that time I realized that it is so important, and I caught that very moment that this is how the life should be. ना किसी से लेना एक, ना किसी को देना दो. आप अपने आप में खुश रहो. और जिस दिन आप अपने आप में खुश रहे ना, you wouldn't need any doctor, you wouldn't need any lawyer, you wouldn't need any CA, because you will be taking right decisions. Because you'll be listening to your gut. You'll be listening to your gut for doing everything, and then it will resolve everything.
Yeah. Since you're talking about who's like 80 plus, I've seen my dad before he moved on. Last 1 year was a little difficult, and again, I think it had to do with gut, because the kidneys stopped working it after one point in time.
He was diabetic?
No, he was not. So for his whole life, he took care of himself. It's just that in the last 1 year, the kidneys stopped supporting him. Right? But otherwise, he would walk, he would be hale and healthy. Everything was going really well.
We all have to go one day, Gaurav. And body, some reasons becomes, there has to be some reason for your illness, for your going. Otherwise, how God will justify that? He was hale and hearty and went. So it's just a simple reason maybe, because, and moreover, that reminded me of one thing. So we all know chronological age. We don't know metabolic age. So when we overwork, like you said that right now I'm overworking. So you need to get checked your visceral fat, your metabolic age, because there is a difference between your real age and metabolic age. You may be of 43, 44, but maybe your organs, your heart, your liver, your kidney, your visceral organs are at the age of 65. It means that they are overworking, which you will realize quite later. So every body has one sensitive area which we need to take care of.
Yeah. And
so take care of your metabolic age.
So how can we identify, how can we get to know about the metabolic age?
There are tests. Yes. So there are tests, like there is a in-body mechanism, body composition analyzer is there, which tells you about your visceral fat, your metabolic age, your chronological age, it. It tells you your BMI, your BMR and everything.
I have come across so many of, I'll not call them friends, but quite a few acquaintances who tend to abuse themselves. They will go to gym, take steroids, right? But they really pump up themselves, right? They would have that bulky muscles. What is it that they don't understand yet, that it's high time for them to understand?
They are playing with the body. They are not listening to the body. They are just working out just to show. In this, I would say, hustle bustle, they are troubling themselves. Your body doesn't need extra protein unless you really sick. You need 1.2 gram of protein per body weight, as per your body weight. So if that you're taking from healthy sources, from natural sources, then you do not need artificial protein. Yes, if you are going to gym, the gym has to be, as per your need. You cannot, okay, so are you a weightlifter? Are you an athlete? Or is it your profession? Then it is understandable that you are compromising on your health for your profession, and you're investing there. But for a normal person, you don't need that much. You just need to hydrate yourself. Your electrolyte balance has to be there so that you do not have, spasm and you do not have some dehydration. That's about it. I don't think so. You need to do so much to and temper your body's protein, which your body knows and your DNA knows that protein. You should not be going on artificial proteins. And then there is a whey protein, which you can make it in the kitchen. That's equivalent.
How to do that?
So that paneer. So कितनी interesting बात है. पहले पाकिस्तान, मतलब मेरी मॉम बोलते हैं कि पहले जो पनीर होता था ना, उसको फेंक दिया जाता था और पानी को पिया जाता था. जो पनीर के बाद पानी निकलता है जब हम पनीर को बनाते हैं, और अभी हम पानी को फेंकते हैं और पनीर को खाते हैं. सो दिस इज वियर्ड. So that is a whey protein. That's real biological value protein. Everybody must have. That is something always your gut would like. Though it's acidic, you need to check your body first, and your body has to be alkaline. But then that's important.
Any specific reason why India is considered to be the diabetes capital of the world?
Yeah, we are. I think we are on the third
list.
top
Yeah.
list. I read we are at number 3.
Yeah.
So we are a diabetic country because we have adopted so much of westernization here, junk food, and most important, Gaurav, there is new junk. Do you know what? Junk attention. You know what it is? You're eating, you're scrolling.
Yeah.
Because you're not present with the food. You asked me one question that I eat well.
Yeah.
I eat everything what is required.
Yeah.
But if you're not present with the gut, gut does not need food, sorry. It needs your attention.
It needs your presence.
It needs your presence. So that's very, very important. When you're present with your food, what you're eating, putting in your mouth, your gut will act.
Yeah.
So when you say that the country has become a diabetic country, because we are treating the symptom, not the source.
Yeah.
We are not treating, we don't know that the problem is in the dysfunction of nervous system.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nervous system, you are not giving time to heal, to time to reset and digest. We will all be diabetic. Yeah.
So here's the last question for you. Body is considered as a temple, which it is. What is it that we are doing is considered as a sin?
Okay. Scrolling phone during eating is the sin. When we take care of even the mobile so much, we delete all the garbage. We know 5% is left, so we charge the battery.
Yeah.
We make sure that it is covered. But this temple, what are we doing? Skipping meals, not sleeping on time, not eating, listening to the body,
Yeah.
not thinking that this gut is the immune warrior,
Yeah.
using it like a dustbin. So this is all sin we are doing to this temple. We are treating body as a project that we have to handle it. It's not a project. You should know how to parent your body. Parenting is
Beautiful.
required for the body.
Rather than looking at that as a project, we should look at this as a child that I have to take care of.
Yes,
my body.
It's a temple, and in the temple you cannot treat. You cannot abuse it.
Yeah.
So your question should have been the comparison between a mobile and the body.
Yeah.
So
What are you choosing?
we are mistreating it, and we are giving so much of leverage to the mobile phone.
So true. And Dr. Preeti, in your practice, how do you integrate modern science is bringing in, right? And the wisdom of Ayurveda. How do you integrate that?
So, what Ayurveda says. Ayurveda does not tell us something new. Ayurveda is intelligence. And science is precision. So, we are using intelligence with precision.
And precision.
Yes. So,
To serve wisdom.
Yes. So, wherein we talk about how do we integrate?
Yeah.
I talk about mindfulness. At the same time, I would talk about HRV, which is your heart, rhythm variation. When I talk about some herb, I would talk about science also there, how it is working in your body. When I talk about mindfulness, I would talk about data also.
Yeah.
So that's how we club it. And this helps us to know and heal your body better and faster. Yes.
Okay, so let's move to the last phase of our conversation, which is the rapid fire questions. I'm going to ask you a question and you just have to answer it in one sentence or a word without thinking much. Okay, here we go. One wellness trend you think is completely overrated?
Detox juices.
A morning ritual you never skip, no matter what.
Oil pulling.
Your guilty pleasure food, the one you still allow yourself.
Aloo ka paratha with A2 ghee on that.
If you could ban one health myth forever, what would it be?
Eat less for healthy life.
Ayurveda in one word.
Remembrance.
What's your go-to fix for a bad day? Food, movement, or mindset?
Mindset.
Would you rather eat only one meal a day or never sleep more than 4 hours a night?
I'll never skip my sleep.
One thing most people do daily that's silently damaging their health.
Scrolling while eating.
That's what we spoke about.
Yes.
If your gut could talk, what do you think it would say to most people?
Don't ghost me, listen to me.
Listen to me. What do you want people to feel when they walk out of Pachouli Wellness?
They should know themselves very well when they're walking out from Pachouli.
So thank you so much, Dr. Preeti, for your presence and sharing all your experiences and tapping into the 3 different worlds that we tapped into: health, we spoke about gut, and we spoke about sleep. So thank you so much. What a pleasure it was having you.
Thank you, Gaurav, for inviting me over here and keeping that space and presence of wellness being there and importance of the gut health.
That means my gut is working really well.
Yeah, even if I've touched the viewers and the audience by knowing them what they already knew it,
Yeah.
and if they start following it, I have done my bit.